Hey, I'm back. Episode 17 is someone needs to take care of the Cutie Mark Crusaders, which are the two friends in Apple Bloom that she met up with. It's Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo. Um, and they have to sleep over somewhere, and so they can try to get their cutie marks. And Fluttershy, well, doesn't really offer, but she's so good with young animals that she tries to help. And so, but they eventually go out into the forest and get trapped, and Fluttershy goes helps them with her magic stare that like scares anything, it stops anything. And good episode, I like that episode. Um, episode 18, another episode with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They try to find their special talent at a talent show, pretty much, and um so they set up this huge song that they're going to do, and it just doesn't turn out well. That's a great episode. It has a good bad song. I guess it's bad, but it's funny. Um, episode 19. There are some dogs that, while Spike and Rarity are out looking for gems for Rarity's um clothes, some dogs capture her because she can find gems, and so she's forced to work for them. Basically, that's a good episode, mainly for one line where Rarity's like, "I'm not whining, I'm complaining. This is whining," and she's just a total asshole in that episode. Classhole again. She's a classhole. She's being all about it. Um, episode 20, Green Isn't Your Color. Um, Rarity is trying to. She meets a famous photographer, photo finish, who's gonna like take pictures of her clothes for her stuff, but she ends up being more interested in someone else, and it's a good episode. It's funny. It's great. Episode 21, Over a Barrel. They all have to visit Appaloosa, an old cowboy town, to transport a tree from Applejack's farm that's grown too big to stay in Sweet Apple Acres. But there's a buffalo herd that can't have it wants its land back, and so chaos ensues. Episode 22, A Bird in the Hoof. I've mentioned this one. It's the one where Troll Bestia first really mainly appears. Um, so she comes for a party to celebrate her. I don't really know, and she has a pet. It's Philomena. It's a bird, and so she brings it home without Celestia knowing, and she tries to take care of it, and it doesn't turn out well at all. And Twilight sees her, and then she's like, "Oh my God, you're gonna get me in so much trouble." And it's a good episode. It's kind of stupid what the bird does, but it explains it all. Um, episode 23, Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle, the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They go around talk. They're trying to see how Rainbow Dash got her cutie mark, but they see Fluttershy, Rarity, Applejack, Pinkie Pie, and Twilight first before finally getting a Rainbow Dash, and it basically tells you how all of them got their cutie marks, and it's a very good episode, and it has a funny thing with Twilight, and just it's kind of it shows that Fluttershy is older than the others. I think she's the oldest of the six because she's slightly taller. Um, I think Pinkie Pie's the youngest. Episode 24, Owl's Well That Ends Well. During the night, Spike falls asleep, and so and an owl comes in, and Twilight befriends it, and it helps with work, and Spike gets really, really jealous because he wants to work for Twilight exclusively. And because he does something bad, he tries to hide it, and Owlicious finds out. Twilight gets angry. Owlicious is the owl, and Twilight gets angry at him, and stuff happens, but it's a decent episode. It's not great. There's one joke that's funny. Party of One. This is probably the best episode in season one. After the first birthday of Pinkie Pie's pet alligator Gummy, she invites everyone to her house for an after birthday party. After the first birthday party, the next day, and everybody's like sick of the parties, or supposedly sick, and none of them attend, and they're all trying to avoid her by claiming to be on doing stuff, but none of them really are, supposedly. And Pinkie Pie just goes crazy. She's not like crazy like Twilight in season 2, but she's like she always has parties, and when she doesn't have them, she loses something that made her life worth living, and so she's all like emo and stuff. It's funny. It's a great episode. Season 26, the season finale, the best night ever. The Grand Galopin Gala has finally come, and all the friends work together, and well, not really work together. They try to do their own separate thing. There's this big 5 minute long song that's kind of annoying. It's not bad. It's just overly long. And they all hope it's gonna work out perfectly, but it doesn't. It slowly descends. It just turns into craziness, and it's a good episode, but the song kind of wears on. It goes on way too long. It's like a fourth of the episode, and but yeah, that's season 1. I will talk about season 2 in the future. And I hope you enjoy this. I'll admit I completely cheated. I am not very good at memory. I remembered the episodes for a little while when I first watched them, and now I don't remember them. So I did have to cheat and look it up. I guess that could say I'm not a good fan, but I really am. I just kind of have faulty memory sometimes. Also, I do need to rush these. I can't like retake them because my never mind. And but yeah, season 1 is really good. It has some standout episodes, such as I like episode 4. I like episode 9 is pretty good. Episode 23 is really good. Episode 26 is decent. And season 1, it's not quite up to season 2 because the writers had obviously gotten more experience. Also in season 2, I mean, Warren Faust, the creator, left. I don't know why. She left to make another show about an all-female superhero thing, I think. That's what I've heard. Honestly, the show got better. I know she created the characters, and I think she still talks about it on DeviantArt and Twitter, I think, or on some other sites. So, yeah, that's my explanation of the story. If you want to check any of the episodes out from my small descriptions, or if you want a better one, just go watch the episodes. But I recommend especially episode 4, episode 23, and episode 25 if you actually want. I'd watch all of them though, however, because they're all great. But yeah, I guess that's it. Part 4 is coming up immediately after this, so if you need